All right, let's talk about something every golfer dreads. You step up to the tee, you put what feels like a great swing on it, and the ball just doesn't go anywhere, at least not as far as it used to. It's so frustrating. Well, in this explainer, we're going to get to the bottom of it and figure out how to get that distance back.
So let's start with the big question, the one that's probably been bugging you. You feel like you're swinging hard, maybe even harder than you used to, but the ball just isn't popping off the face. The flight looks a little weak, you're not getting that roll, and yeah, it's definitely costing you shots. So what is really going on here?
Think of this as a trip to a specialist, a power doctor, you could say. First, we have to do a proper diagnosis. We need to pinpoint the symptoms in your swing that are causing you to lose all that yardage, because only after we know the problem can we write the right prescription to fix it.
Okay, let's dive right into part one. We're going to put on our detective hats here and diagnose what's really happening. We're hunting down the culprits, the things that are secretly robbing you of distance off the tee. You know, it almost always comes down to these three things. I want you to think of your power like water flowing through a garden hose. You can have all the pressure in the world at the spigot, but if you've got leaks along the way, you're just not going to get that strong blast at the end. An inconsistent setup, a wonky sequence, or just not hitting the sweet spot, those are the leaks we're looking for.
And this slide really shows the two roads your swing can go down. Over on the left, that's the power leaking swing. It's usually dominated by the arms, which leads to this steep kind of chopping motion. But on the right, that's a powerful swing. See how it's a chain reaction? Starts with the body, which naturally helps the club sweep up into the ball for that pure center face contact we're all after.
Now, this concept right here, this is a huge piece of the puzzle. With your irons, sure, you want to hit down on the ball to compress it, but the driver's different. The ball is up on a tee. The entire goal is to launch it. And to do that, you have to hit the ball on your upswing. A positive angle of attack is the secret recipe. It cuts down on backspin and it gets your launch angle up. That's where distance comes from.
And this number 1.50, this is basically the holy grail of efficient power. It's your smash factor. It measures how much energy you're actually transferring from the club to the ball. A perfect 1.50 means you got every single ounce of power out of that swing. It's the ultimate proof that hitting it far isn't about swinging harder. It's about making clean, efficient contact.
All right, our diagnosis is complete. We know what the problems are. So now for the fun part, the prescription. Let's move on and look at some simple, actionable fixes that you can literally take to the driving range today.
So much of your power is generated before you even start your backswing. First, get that ball position way up in your stance. Think just inside the heel of your front foot. That alone is going to help you hit up on it. Second, tilt your upper body slightly away from the target. This presets your body for a powerful launch. And third, and this is a big one, ease up on that grip. Tension is a speed killer. Just hold it gently.
If there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this quote right here. So many of us fall into the trap of trying to muscle the ball by swinging faster with our arms. But true, effortless power, that comes from the right sequence, from letting speed build up naturally so it peaks at the exact right moment. Impact.
So, what is this magic sequence? Well, it's called the kinetic chain, and the absolute best way to picture it is to think about cracking a whip. The handle, that's your lower body. It moves first. That energy then flows up the chain, through your torso, into your arms, and finally, snap. All that energy unleashes right at the tip of the whip, the club head. It's incredible. And just look at the difference it makes. This chart says it all. If you just swing with your arms, you're leaving a ton of power on the table. That's the first bar. Okay, now add in your torso turn, you get a decent boost. But look at that third bar. That's when you start the downswing with your hips and legs. The jump in power is just massive. That is the whole kinetic chain working for you. Okay, so we have all this great information, but how do we make it stick? Right? It's one thing to do it on the range, but it's a whole other thing to trust it on the course when you've got water on the left and out of bounds on the right. And that's where a simple, repeatable routine comes in. This right here, this is your new game plan every time you step on the tee box. Just run through these 4 checkpoints in your head. Is the ball forward? Check. Is my spine tilted back? Check. My thought for the takeaway is slow and wide, and my first move on the downswing is feeling my hips fire. That's it. It's a simple little system to lock in that power. So at the end of the day, here's what it all boils down to. The quest for more yards isn't about grunting and groaning and trying to swing out of your shoes. It's about being more efficient. It's about understanding the sequence. It's about working smarter, not harder. So you've got the diagnosis, you've got the prescription. The only question left is, when you put all this into practice and you find yourself standing 20, maybe even 30 yards farther down the fairway, what are you going to do with it? Pull a shorter iron, go for that par 5 and 2? I'll leave that up to you.